Hello, this is Manesh Patel from the EII Capital Group. This is our weekly Ichimoku analysis for the global markets, where we cover everything from the US to Europe to Asia and so forth. Okay, here's our normal disclaimer. This is for educational use only. All charts are either in Thinkorswim, TradeStation, or FreeStockCharts.com. The music you're hearing in the background is from Guitaro. Here are my contact details. You can email me at any time. You can go to our website here at ichimokutrade.com, access any of our free videos, or follow us on Twitter at Ichimoku Trading. Okay, so let's go straight to the global markets and start looking at those. So let's start off by going to the German market. Remember, this is a weekly time frame here. You can see from the German market, we're still in a little pullback phase right now, but however, we're holding our ground here. Major levels are going to be roughly around 7,000 is a major support level there, and minor support level is going to be at 7160, which is right here. But you know, it's still, we're pulling back, but we're still very strong as far as the German market is concerned. This bullish trend is still intact, even though we're pulling back. Okay, if you look at the London market, we're just consolidating back and forth, really nothing there. Major support level is going to be 5,800, and resistance is going to be at 6,100. So this is weaker compared to German market, and Paris is even a little more weaker than the London market here. So 3,900 is the support level, and about 4,150 is its major resistance level there for the Paris market. But the Paris does look like it's trying to get its support level right now, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens with the Paris market this week. South Africa ETF, if you look, there's nothing there. It's consolidating. Israel, nothing there at all. It's consolidating. Turkey, okay, it's not showing up. Russia is still pulling back right now. It's on a major pullback. However, some people may look at this as a doji and could flip the other way, so only time will tell. Shanghai still holding its ground here. Really has not started pushing up or pushing down, but it's at a critical level now where it's got to hold the support level. If it doesn't, it's going to start breaking down. On the resistance side, 2950 is the key on the resistance for it to retest the highs and possibly start a bullish trend. We're definitely looking more towards the bullish side for the China market than bearish side, so only time will tell on that one. Hong Kong just consolidating. It's getting to the top of the cloud, so cloud should sit there and hold this thing up, and if anything, until it decides it wants to start going bullish. Nikkei really not doing anything at all. As you could see, Bombay market here broke down a little below the cloud now, closed below the cloud, which is not good. So it's got a little more bearish tilt now to this. If it starts breaking down, retesting this pivot here, this thing possibly can start a trend to the bearish side as far as the weekly time frame is concerned. So the Indian market is a dangerous zone right now, where you know, it's got to hold the 18,000 level. If it doesn't, if it starts breaking down, then it could start a bearish trend in the weekly time frame. Australian market is just going sideways, nothing really there. Mexican market is starting to break down a little. It's on a major pullback right now, but it's going to be interesting to see exactly what happens there. Brazil is starting to bearish trend now, a little more pullback up, and then sits there, and if it holds $20.40, and then it sits there and goes down, then it could possibly start a bearish trend there. But you got to wait for this future cloud to sit there and turn before even saying, okay, this is going to start a bearish trend completely. Okay, so let's go to the US markets. Let's go to Dow futures, which has been leading all the markets up to now. Remember, the left hand side is the weekly, right hand side is the daily. You could see that right now it's holding its minor support level at 12,338. Its major is going to be at 11,895. It got straight to its minor support level, bounced off that, and held it, which is interesting. If you look at the daily time frame, you can see this little downward move here. It is holding its support level here, but this thing looks like it's trying to break down very soon. Now, if it breaks down, it's going to do a major pullback as far as the daily is concerned, but there's a lot to sit there and try to flip this daily to even going bearish at all right now. So it looks like it's going to maybe enter a major pullback on the daily. And then a key thing will be is how far will this go down before it goes up. But if it breaks 12,600 on a daily time frame, then we possibly can go higher and go retest the highs. The next one that was strong was the ES futures. You could see it's the same thing as the Dow. However, it's closed below the Cajun in here, which is not that great. So it looks like it's trying to sit there and do a pullback here too. So this is a little weaker than the Dow is concerned. And then if you look at the Nasdaq here is the same thing. However, if you look at it, the trend does not look as smooth as the Dow. A little more chop here, but it is holding the Tinkinson right here, which is really good. This is a little stronger as far as a weekly is concerned compared to the S&P right now. But if you look at the daily time frame, still same thing. So this is kind of a little more stronger than the ES. So now if you look at the ratings, what's strong? It's basically the Dow, the Nasdaq, and the ES. So if you're doing pairs trading, you could go long the Dow futures, and you could sit there and short the S&P futures. Okay, but here you could see it's holding very well here. If it breaks below about 23.25, then this is possibly going to sit there and start moving down more and more. But it's going to go a long ways before it can start bearish trending at all. Okay. And lastly, Russell futures. You can see Russell futures are just consolidating in the daily, really nothing there. Reason why it needs a major pullback on the weekly. It's broken down below its minor resistance level, support level, and it looks like it's trying to get to 792.70 now. So that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you'd like to look at any stocks in this video. If so, just email us or respond on the YouTube, and we'll look at adding some stocks into our analysis too.